Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Mates episode. Oh my gosh, Craig, there is just so much to cover today. So, the ceasefire is the big one. We've obviously heard news, and that has obviously resulted in a huge pump across the market. We've also had disruption in AI news overnight from Anthropic. They continue to ship at levels we have never seen before as humans. Scary but exciting, but pretty wild. Things that we'll talk about today. So much to chat about, mate. How are you doing today? I know I slept like shit, and I know you didn't sleep very well either. So, mate, how are you feeling today? How's things?
I'm a bit sleepy, Greeny. GM, everyone. A little bit tired. I was the same as you. My dog woke me up from about 4:45 this morning several times. I don't know what it is. I know you had to do something with your dog. I think it was meds or something. So
yeah,
I didn't sleep the best. And then on top of that, I think it's because I've been going to the gym, so I'm sore as well. So I'm extra tired. So I think it's more a case of gym plus him disturbing my sleep. I'm like, man, I feel grumpy now. Feel very grumpy, but I've got to put that to the side. I'm going to put my mood to the side and just turn up today and get to it. But the market is pumping. Bitcoin's pumping. As you said, Fartcoin, I think you said at the start, it's pumping. On lesser news, but important to me, Testicle broke through the important 0.50, just broke through 13 mil on its way to 14 million. So it's 13,700,000 at the moment. So shout out to everyone who's been holding for about bloody half a year to see some good returns there, so that we can talk about that a little bit later. Zcash pumping. We've got loads to talk about, bro. I'll keep quiet and we can sort of get into the news and get a bit excited and get my coffee down there.
The market is absolutely heating up. I just want to touch base. We've decided to do something a little bit different with our BTCC partnerships, guys. I've just dropped it in the chat as well. So if you are listening, make sure you listen back to this. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to give away a huge new offer, right? So get free access to GTG for a month, okay? If you sign up to BTCC, any platform has it, Apple, Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, etc. It's in our bio on X as well. Sign up down below. Show Craig and I that you do $1 million of trading volume. Actually, very easy to achieve with a small portfolio. Send me your UID number on Instagram or YouTube. Sorry, not YouTube. Instagram or X. And once you've completed that, we will add you obviously to GTG for a month for free. So we're offering a huge bear market deal, guys. So if you are listening, if you are new here, sign up to BTCC down below. No KYC, no VPN, 10% deposit bonus. You also get VIP3 fees discount. So highly recommend it. And then you get a free month inside GTG with Craig, myself, Sexy, and a bunch of other amazing traders across the globe. So huge offer there. But Craig, the obvious breaking news this morning is that there is a ceasefire for the first time in a while. Now, it is only going to be a 2-week period, okay? So US and Iran agreed to a 2-week ceasefire, completely reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Basically, based on conversations with the Prime Minister from Pakistan, wherein they requested that I hold off this is Trump's words, hold off the destructive force of being sent tonight to Iran, subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the strait. So, Craig, big news. 2 weeks we have now, and the market has responded very well. Bitcoin back above $71,600. Sorry, that's CMA. $71,300. Ethereum back above 2.2K. Sol absolutely struggling, $85. Hyperliquid back at 38.5. Tau up $336. But the main winners are Layer Zero, which is on my watch list. It's up at 206, up 16% today. Render's up 11% today. Monad's up 12% today. But Zcash, Craig, is up 26% today. Privacy, Fetch, which is another AI token, is up 12%. Fartcoin up 17%. You can really already tell where the market is going to be positioning into the next bull market. That's AI, that's DeFi, that's disruptive tech like Hyperliquid. Because those are, they're the strongest assets moving forward, Craig. So it's great to see a reaction here. But talk to me. What's your thoughts here around the ceasefire? We've seen oil absolutely capitulate. It is down. I shorted it this morning, but oil is down. So this is just WTI oil, but it's down at $93 per barrel. It's basically dumped instantaneously down 16% inside a quick period of time. I managed to capture a short. I should have maybe held it a little bit longer, but I was pretty happy with the profits. Huge move across the board. Crypto pumping, risk on assets is pumping, S&P 500 stocks pumping, oil down 20% nearly. What is your main takeaway here with this ceasefire? Do you think it lasts, or is this just a little bit of a bump in the road? And I've got a few opinions. Let's hear what you've got to say about this.
So what is it for a period of 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
I haven't read this yet. There'll be a double-sided ceasefire. So they've agreed. The other side's agreed, or is this just Trump saying he's agreed?
No. So yeah, they have agreed to a ceasefire for 2 weeks. Okay, so the date that he originally proposed was literally in about 50 minutes, and they came out and they did have a ceasefire agreement with the Pakistani prime minister as well. So, I mean, like the market's obviously responded well to this. I feel like the market has been waiting for a bit of a pump across the board. We've obviously, I mean, yeah, Bitcoin's purchasing. Sorry, guys. I had 4 hours sleep. Approaching 71.5K. So yeah, the market's responding well, but I still think you need to be cautious here. Like, I mean, the indirect issues that are going to come from, again, the lack of fuel. It's been evident here in Australia, and other inflation issues. Okay, cost of living, affordability issues. Like, they're indirect things that have come because of this war.
Yeah. Well, I look, regardless, sorry, I'm just having trouble with X trying to share the stream, bro.
Don't worry about it, bro. Hey, let's talk here. We'll share it up.
Nightmare. It's having a nightmare. Look, good. I agree. I think the market's been waiting for this. He put out some pretty preposterous tweets over the last 48 hours about, I'm going to annihilate you. I'm going to wipe you off the face of the earth or something.
Dude, I don't know about that. Yeah.
I was like, that's a bit heavy-handed. So nice that it's gone from him being ultra aggressive, almost a 10 out of 10 on his post, to now going, actually, we've come to an agreement. So I guess maybe that was just a bit of posturing or flexing by him in the last 48 hours, maybe. Yeah. Hopefully the other side, the other party knows they're in a ceasefire, because he's put out some posts over the last 2 weeks saying this is what we've spoken about, and the other party's gone, I don't know what you're talking about, but hopefully they know that there's a ceasefire and they're actually going to adhere to it. Great news. Good for the markets, dude. It's about time. Like, how long has it been since we had some actual, like, bullish good news?
Catalyst. Yeah, exactly.
Like, and isn't it? It's a bit sad that the bullish catalyst is just a ceasefire. It's not really that bullish, isn't it? It's just like, can we go back to normal? Good news, dude. Nice to see this has caused a pump in the markets, because it's been pretty solemn out there for the last sort of month while this has been going on. What's sort of your take on it? What do you see from here?
Yeah, look, I think this is a step in the right direction, as you would expect, right? Like, it's been great. It means that the market has responded well. The market has been looking for some positive catalyst for a while, because even like S&P 500 fell over, gold, metal, silver, and everything came down quite aggressively as oil pumped. Yeah, I think it's still, you need to be cautious. Like, sure, this is a fundamental geopolitical trade, you could even say, news reaction. I mean, USDT dominance is down 4%, USDC dominance is down nearly 4%. So the market was looking for this, but I think the market has gone through enough of a consolidation phase that we probably do want to have a bit of a move up high. But I put a tweet up just before, Craig, saying that basically, like, Bitcoin could pump all the way to 80K and I'd still be very bearish. I'd actually still be very bearish from a high time frame sense, because if it can't sort of, let me pull up the chart for people and our viewers. If it can't get up and sort of show strength above this previous 382, which is basically our Fibonacci from the low of the previous bear cycle low, okay, down all the way down here to the current all-time high at the 6th of October last year. Basically, if you can't get above that 84K level or get above this sort of weekly gap that's up here, Craig, then it's very bearish, because this is an underside retest of support, which is what we call resistance. So if you can't do that, then naturally from here, I think we do sweep lows and probably do come back towards the 50K region. So look, as I said before, the indirect effect of the war is something that a lot of people probably don't realize. We've obviously seen energy go up quite a lot recently. I traded a bit of energy and fuel stocks and ETFs as well. I shorted obviously oil this morning, but I think you still need to be cautious, because bear markets in crypto definitely take time. And I mean, not much has changed. Like, affordability crisis is still huge. Inflation issues are still huge. We have CPI data coming out literally in the coming days, I'm pretty sure, over in America. And Australia are set to increase rates another 2 times. So nothing about all of that really screams full-on bull send market reversal, like V-shaped recovery. Like, it's just more like, okay, we might have a bit of a relief rally here, but likely a lower high here, particularly on Bitcoin specifically. And from there, potentially we do head lower.
What's your thoughts on me selling the last of my Bitcoin at 83K if we get there?
I think if you're going to do that, you want to be very active. I think the point being is, For me specifically, if I mean, I bought some Bitcoin in the 60K region. I bought a bit of Hyperliquid. I bought a little bit of Tau. The point being for me is, I mean, you could, but the issue is, what if this is the reversal? Like, I mean, there's a small chance I could be wrong here, and we actually do have a bit of a reversal when we go actually higher. You push above 100K again. I don't think that happens per se, but it's a tough question. That is a very tough question. I think for me, I think I am happy. I mean, it depends on your average cost basis, right? For me, in my average cost basis in the 60K region, I'm kind of happy to sit on that for a while, like at least a 2-year period. Whereas something for you, maybe your cost basis is at 80K, or maybe your cost basis is even lower, so it's already a 2x. I'm not sure. So what is your cost basis? Because that probably changes the way that I would answer that question.
Be between the 60s and 70s on this particular bag.
Yeah, so similar to me. I mean, the goal, I mean, what would you rather do? Would you rather would you rather take a quick swing trade of what, 10%? I mean, it depends on the size of the bag as well. This is what I mean. Like, people always say, Greeny, give us your risk management, or give us your portfolio management, or your structure. I'm like, dude, it's so incredibly complex. And it's like, and if you don't realize it's complex, or you don't realize that it's actually an individual plan, that's probably why you're failing in crypto. So if you don't want to fail in crypto, sign up to GTG, because I do this every single day. About to drop some tutorials for them. I'll do some public tutorials, but I'll do specific tutorials for GTG that are a little bit more in depth and specific with tokens and strategies moving forward. Yeah, tough one for me, Craig. I think for me specifically, I'm happy to hold this for a year plus. That's my kind of plan. It's no point for me. I didn't buy much. I only have like 5 grand or something, 5 to 10 grand. So if this was more of like a 50 grand position, then yeah, maybe we could see potentially a bit more of a, like, maybe it is better to sell 30% or sell 40% or sell 50%. But for me, I think it's more of a long-term plan. What are you thinking?
Man, I'm thinking I'd love to sell at 83 and buy at 50.
The issue is we might not get that low is my query now. Yeah, we'll have to see.
I mean, I'm thinking even if I sold at 83 and buy at 60,
yeah,
that's still, because I'm talking about a third of a Bitcoin.
Yeah, so you're talking about, yeah, what's that, like that's like a third of Bitcoin. Yeah, so like 25 grand.
So 25? That would be, yeah, 20, 25, depending on, I guess depends what the price is. But yeah, say 25K US. What's that, about a 30% swing?
Yeah, 0.27. So 0.27 times, say, 25 grand is, yeah, maybe like, yeah, 7 grand. So yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That's quite a lot of money. And if we're talking US as well, that's maybe 12 grand or 10 grand Australian. So yeah, no, it would, as I said, it's a different circumstance if it's a larger bag. If it's a small bag for me, I'm kind of like,
But if it was small, like if it was like 0.05, I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah.
But being 0.3, I'm like, this is the bit that didn't sell on the Magic Eden wallet.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I always wanted to sell it. But that was at 98K.
I mean, at least you got a little bit. We got you out at 97, which is great. But I don't know. We'll have to. I mean, it's a tough one. We'll talk through it. We'll be likely talking through it as price gets to,
by day, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, as price gets to 80K. I mean, we'll have to see. Like I was
long
saying
way
to
to go,
GTG,
I suppose, before we tap 83, though, right? Like,
exactly. And I want to just reiterate that point. Okay, like the reaction of what we see over the coming days will really give me clarity about what happens next. Okay, if we see a tremendous pump, then I really start to say that 50K 9 low is going to hold for a while and arguably could be our macro low.
Yeah.
However, if we struggle to even get above, I don't even know, like 74K, if not a little bit higher, that's so bearish, and we head to 50K probably sooner rather than later. So
what's your gut tell you on that move?
More bearish. I still lean more bearish here based on time. Just based on time. Like I think the biggest thing that people need to understand is time. So it's a tough one. I mean,
do you think we break 74?
Above? I'm not sure. I'm long on only Dogecoin right now. So I'm only long on Dogecoin. So I am in position there. So that's my only trade at the moment. It accumulated really nice at its lows from February and never really changed structure. So it's a really strong base of support. So broke above resistance this morning. 40% on that. So I'm hoping that can push higher. But if not, then I'm happy to stop loss break even. I scaled a bit of profit. So for me specifically, Bitcoin, it's a tough one. I think the big news, and I've just pulled it up here on stream, is the US Consumer Price Index, the CPI year on year. The next announcement for this, Craig, is April 10 which is in 2 days' time. So it'll be, what's that? It'll be Friday morning our time.
Okay, great.
In Australia. Now, the crazy part here, Craig, have a look at these numbers, okay? We had previous 2.7, so January this year, 2.7, previous forecast 2.7, actual 2.7. In February, we saw previous 2.7, forecast 2.5, actual 2.4. In March, this is all pre-Trump, pre-war, pre-Iran, previous 2.4. So March 11, previous was 2.4, forecast 2.4, actual was 2.4. Look at the jump, Craig. Previous was 2.4. Forecast is 3.4%. That's a 1% increase. That's a 30% increase in consumer price index in one period. That is nuts. That puts severe pressure on the Fed not to increase rates.
Yeah, I saw a few people yesterday on the timeline talking about, was it Easy or who was it? Saying, or was it Clemente? Talking about rate cuts. I can't remember who it was. May not even be them. So sorry, guys, if this is not you. And I was thinking, are people in the States thinking they're going to get rate cuts still?
Yeah.
But then what you're pointing out here, do they?
Nah, I don't think so. Based on what I've seen with the Fed and based on what's happening in inflation and I mean they have Bitcoin's approaching 72K. Oh, big pump, above 72K live on the show, guys. Love to see it. Big pump. This is what I said, Craig. I said I want to see a big pump. I mean, we still have so much liquidity sitting high here. But yeah, anyway, I think we don't see rate decreases this year in America. I don't think we see rate decreases. I think we see rate increases in America in alignment with Australia. So
me too.
Huge pump here. Bitcoin back above 72K for the first time in about 3 weeks. Love to see it. But Craig, there's all this liquidity sitting here. We've got this range as well that we've been obviously respecting pretty much since March 2024 that we've been rejecting from as well. We bounced from the mid-level of that range. We've got February highs up here at around 79.5. So, I mean, for me, I mean, your bias is bearish. So, I mean, if you have a look here, this is a directional. So this is just like bear flag, corrective period, right? But we have a trend line here, a resistance barrier. We also have some of these support levels here. We're back above the 0.5, Craig, of 70.9K. If we can get weekly closes above this level, I mean, if you do look at this weekly chart, it's not bad, Craig. It is not bad. That's a double bottom playing off there. When you go down on lower time frames, it does look a little bit more bearish. But if you get a nice pump here, we could easily see back towards 84K, very much 79.8K. But from there, it really becomes like this is the decision area for me. If we flip this, and do something like that, oh my God, we missed the low and GG's. Fair shout. My analysis is crap.
Sorry.
And at least have a small bag, right?
I'd still be happy, bro.
I would be happy too. I don't lean that way. I feel like we will reject at some point in this region here. But we've spent so much time here, Craig. We've spent literally now coming up on three months. Coming up on 3 months, we've spent time going sideways in this reaccumulation. I wouldn't call this reaccumulation, but in this consolidation, potentially rebounding phase. Naturally, you would expect us to come up here, grab a bit, and then continue down. I mean, if we have a look at trending indicators, this is always a good one to do as well. Where are we? There we are. If we have a look at trending indicators on a high time frame sense, we are well below the weekly moving averages here. Okay. Even on the 5-day, well below. Okay. And historically, if we have a look here in the bear market, historically, if we come and have a look, let me just hide my drawings. If we come and have a look here, okay, we can even go above that previous, above. And this is just a 12 and 25 EMA. Okay. For those that are listening and for those that are viewing. You can even pump above it. You can have a close above it on a weekly, but then close back below it and the trend continues lower. So we can, the trend is your friend until it's not. And I want to see, just price go sideways for a long period of time. So I don't think we're quite there. And if you look here, Craig, like this is still coming down tremendously. Okay. Tremendously here over the next few weeks. So, I mean, we could pump all the way. I'd say, I mean, in alignment here, 80K, and we could reject from there and very much come lower. So for me, I think if we do start to sweep, higher liquidity, that easily could be our bearish retest, okay, of this previous level here, okay, this previous level over here as well. Come up to here, bearish retest, and then, yeah, we come back to new lows with this weekly sort of order block sitting down at the 56, 57K region. So, oh, dude, Alex saying he's going to short live on the show. I love to see it, Alex.
Short the dog.
I'm going to short now, bro. I mean, not financial advice, education, entertainment purposes only. But yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. not here, bro. I mean, yeah. Look, you want a short strength. Don't get me wrong. You want a short resistance, and you want a long support. Like a lot of people do the opposite. But yeah, I don't know about it. We've just got positive news, Craig. We just got positive news.
Yeah, tricky one to short though from here. I mean, when you zoom out and you go on the weekly and the monthly, like you've got there, the trend looks down. So it's, yeah, there you go. So a little bit of a recovery bounce. Like you said, might get up to 83. We've seen it in the past before. Bit of a complacency bounce, if you want to call it that, which does happen on the way down. Just like on the way up, you get pullbacks.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Look how many pullbacks we had on the way up. The same's going to happen on the way down. It's not just a straight line down. I wish it was. It'll be easier. But the market's got to fool people. It's got to fool enough people, right? So is this the move of the market where heaps of people ape in and the market just decimates them for that last kind of is this capitulation about to unfold here, going into despair almost? But exciting, bro. I was going to say earlier, I would love nothing more than depends how I word this, than my analysis to be wrong and we break a new all-time high. It will challenge everything I know about the market, which would be quite confronting because I'd have to look at my analysis and go, sheesh, I got that wrong, which I'm open to. I will be stoked, bro, if we've seen to a new all-time high. So just for the people in the room, they're like, Craig, you're so bearish. I'd almost prefer to be, I'd prefer to be wrong because I've got all that Bitcoin that didn't sell. So if we gig ascend, I've got about half a Bitcoin still, man, if not more. So
yeah, so you're sweet. So you're sorted, like long-term.
Which way we go.
I mean, I have a pudgy penguin, Craig, and there's no more incentives on NFT. Dude, that's going to outperform every other asset out there in crypto.
Exactly. So I unfortunately still have bags that I wish I got rid of. So I just want people to understand in the room, if we're wrong and we do pump and break to new all-time high, I'm actually going to be quietly stoked because I need to get rid of this shite. But just looking at the higher time frames, the weekly and the monthly, they unfortunately paint a picture of that the trend is down, we're in a bear market, and this is sort of a complacency bounce, which happens along the way. A good time for people in bags to be able to exit, though. Like for me in my testicle bag, which I've held for bloody so long now, these market pumps, which lift everything, it gives you an opportunity to get out of some positions that perhaps you got caught in the mud a little bit. So I would probably look at that sort of thing now and think, okay, what did I forget to sell? What did I F up? What did I get wrong analysis-wise that I can maybe get out of now? Because you've got a second chance. Or this would actually be about a third or fourth chance, to be honest. The pump up to 98 was your second chance. This is about your third or your fourth. And I normally find that these sorts of pumps are not quite as good as the one that went up to 98. So is the pump to 83, 84 that you were speaking about, is that the get out of jail free card that I've been looking for? Maybe. So probably time for everyone to look at your bags, think, what am I not happy to hold if we go lower? If there's anything there. Now, I'm not saying we don't break to a new all-time high. I'm just saying probability-wise, I'm 90-10, 95-5 even maybe. But hey, I've been wrong before. I thought at 107 we might continue, and we actually continue to break down. So I've been wrong before. Granny's been wrong before. We've all been wrong before. It's just about probability. But Zcash, bro, we'll go back to this. I don't waffle on too much. This is awesome, mate.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, breaking news: North Korea launches an unidentified projectile. We've literally just had ceasefire between and public confirmation of ceasefire between Trump and Iran. But dude, I don't know. We'll have to verify this. If we get more information, we'll be updating you in real time. But
what a time to be alive.
Oh, wow. Dude, I mean, it's just like the world. I mean, we haven't even got to our AI stuff, which is just absolutely nuts. So if you're hanging on for this AI conversation around Claude Mythos updates, it is absolutely nuts what I'm reading overnight. So I can't wait to talk about that very shortly. I mean, I can't even read your name, sorry, but Clubbed Lang, welcome to the channel. Love to see you, legend. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, don't forget, if you are new here, click follow, click subscribe. Give us some 5-star ratings across Spotify, podcasts, and Apple and Amazon as well. We do this live every day. We've been live for a long time. So breaking news here on the show: North Korea launches an unidentified projectile after Iran and Trump come to a ceasefire. Club Lang says, yeah, BTC had $500 million spot inflows yesterday. Yeah, really important news there. I mean, we can bring that up. We've actually got that as a topic to discuss. But yeah, $471 million, Craig, on April 6th. The sixth largest inflow of 2026 as prediction markets price in little near-term Fed movement. I mean, we spoke about the Fed just before. Really good to see this. But again, like Craig, I think the main message around ETFs is, and it's funny because Trader Main literally had the same consensus. It's like, you have a look, okay, go, and this is for everybody who's listening, everyone who's watching, go back and track, okay, when are the largest inflows and when are the largest outflows? The largest inflows are when price is pumping into a new all-time high or into a macro high. And the largest outflows is when price is dumping. It is basically just a compounding retail representation of like no idea about how to trade,
isn't it?
right? Basically, it's the same. It's the same consensus. Okay, a lot of people come to crypto at the wrong time. They come during the bull and they leave during the bear. You should literally do the opposite, and you'll walk away far more profitable. Okay, it's the same consensus. Okay, people are buying Bitcoin when they start to hear about it, and people sell Bitcoin when nobody's talking about it, and they wonder why they walk away unprofitable. And ETFs compound that at a massive scale, hundreds of millions of dollars every single week. It's literally the same. Go back and track it because there's a severe correlation there, Craig.
I agree. The counter trade, the ETFs, was a good play over the last sort of year. And like you said, if you go back and check the data, inflow, you could say actually inflows are bearish and outflows are bullish, to be honest, the way I viewed them. The high spikes prove that over the last year. So unless retail changes the way it operates, which they don't, as long as I've been trading, retail get it wrong always, actually.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah, no, that's a great summary. Always. Yeah.
Like always. So although I like seeing this because it does pump my bags a little bit, I guess, I just feel that this indicates short-term pumps and then we eat shite a bit more. But I'm trying not to let my lack of sleep make me be too bearish here. Maybe
no, but you need to maintain your bearish bias. And I think that's important here. We keep it real. We keep it factual. We could be wrong.
Don't get up emotionally in it either.
Yeah, as Craig said.
Yeah,
we get stuff wrong, but we're just analyzing the markets as we have for a long period of time. Yeah, so we got confirmation here that the Strait of Hormuz is now granted opening for the next 2 weeks. Hyperliquid back above $39, Craig. Tau, again, we're giving you updates. Tau back above its mid-range here at $340 nearly as well. But some big winners across the board. Even Fetch up 11%. Barcoin a big winner as well, Craig. I mean, if you zoom out, though, it's pretty horrible.
I was in a group chat and someone goes, oh, my God, Fartcoin's pumping. And I went to the chart on exactly what you're on here, and I had to zoom in 1,000 times. I was like, where's the pump? I thought they were trolling me.
Yeah.
Is it up by like 20%?
Yeah, I mean, it's up 17% on the day. So, like, really strong reaction here. But again, like until price gets acceptance above key levels, then I'm watching for a reaction up here, whether it's a short from the fibs, a short from the top of the range, or a short from the extension fib and the gap up here of FEG liquidity. So like I still maintain my bias until I'm proven otherwise. So great pump, love to see it. I'm only, as I said before, only in a Dogecoin long. Unfortunately, Dogecoin, I know Dogecoin's up 5%. It's steady, but it's not up 17% like Fartcoin. Unfortunately, I should have along the wrong mean, Greg. But I mean, if we have a look across the board, we've seen a tremendous reaction to this ceasefire news. Confirmation from South Korea that it is a test projectile from North Korea. Okay, so it's all good.
Good.
Ethereum up 7%, XRP up 5%. Solana really lagging, but it's still up 8% here. If we do have a look in the past 24 hours, EdgeX, Craig, which is one of your new perp trading platforms, also up 19% in the past 24 hours. I mean, it's so dodgy. I read into the bundles of their token airdrop, and apparently the team had like 90 million or something. They all sold. Like, it's crazy. The manipulation in crypto is baffling. It's absolutely baffling. Layer Zero up 17, Pepe up 12%, Render up 12%, Dash, another privacy coin, up 12%. FET, as we said, 12% as well. So what the main takeaway here, Craig, is DeFi is meme coins. DeFi, meme coins, and AI is really, privacy you could throw in there as well. Okay, so hey guys, mark this down, write it down right now. It's the 8th of April, 2026. In a year's time, betcha those are the narratives that are hot. Okay, betcha those are the tokens that have outperformed for a long period of time. All right.
Yeah, that's where possibly your 5-10x's will come from. in the next couple of years is that particular basket or narrative. There might be new coins within that narrative, but it'll be, from what we can tell, what I'm seeing. I mean, you're seeing it now. You're seeing it now in a bear market. So in a bear market, if people are thirsty for these, wow, we in a bull market, man. AI next bull market, I reckon's, I mean, it kind of did go bonkers this time round, but I reckon it's even going to mature a bit more. And there'll be even more money flowing into these. So Zcash, privacy-wise, looks like a good bet still, man. Every time there's market relief, that thing sends, just that one. What's the other privacy coin? Zcash and
Dash and Monero, XMR.
Is Monero pumping today?
Not as aggressively.
It does it? It's always Zcash.
It's up. It's only up 5%. It's struggling. Like I updated this chart actually in one of my latest YouTube videos. I worked on Claude last night, Craig. I actually got Claude to trade for me directly on Blowfin Exchange. It's actually nuts, dude. It's nuts. 8-minute YouTube video. If you guys want to watch it, go to Greeny Trades on YouTube. I had a bit of fun doing it. So I'm going to do a few more AI/crypto trading tutorials over the coming weeks, because I ordered a Mac Mini as well, Craig. So that's hopefully going to come in the next 3 weeks. So shout out to Zeneca for writing his letter this week. Is literally, I asked him some questions and he's like, you know what? I'm going to turn this into a newsletter. I said, hey, no worries. And so he basically turned my questions into a newsletter. And shout out to Easy as well, who's been helping me a little bit with the AI stuff as well. But yeah, mid-range here for XMR. But I mean, same again, Craig. Like if you get acceptance above these levels, then you could see a really nice rally, like a decent rally across the board here, like a 20+% rally across the board. I feel like people need this. I feel like people want this. Is it going to happen, Craig? Is the consensus going to happen? The bottom is in. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know.
I'd love it if it was. I'd love it if it was and we just went into a second rate. Imagine if we just went into another bull market. God,
don't say that. I'm 90% sideline, bro. Come on.
Sideline Greeny, just send it. Just send it. Nah, I just can't see why, though. I can't why. If everything's starting to pull back, metals, equities, everything, but why?
Yeah, like we said before, CPI is already up 1%. That's nuts. Up 1% in a month is nuts. Okay, that's probably not priced in my opinion. I don't think that would be priced in.
No.
Affordability, therefore, and inflation continues to be a severe issue, in my opinion. AI disruptions, and we'll talk about that briefly. But I mean, a lot of people are like, Greeny, why do you not use the fear and greed index on CoinMarketCap? Because it's so inaccurate. Okay, it's up 46% right now. Meanwhile, the one that I've used for years is still down in extreme fear, Craig. I expect this to obviously rally as of a close in about 20 minutes. But I do think what I would actually like to see and what would maintain my bearish bias on a high time frame sense is if this actually gets back to neutral greed, and I'm talking alternative.me. It's a far better reliable resource, not the one on Coin. Look, you missed everything if you followed CoinMarketCap's stupid indicators that they said, because everyone's like, oh, none of the top 30 indicators on CoinMarketCap have flash, Greeny. You're wrong. The bull market top's not in. Bro, I analyze price. I analyze this shit. I've been doing it for 9 to 10 years. Okay, if it's available to millions of people, it's probably going to be inaccurate. Okay, that's the biggest lesson from there. This side is the most reliable. We've been using this for years, Craig. Been using this for years. I would love to see this rally towards neutral, because that shows me that people are starting to get a little bit too euphoric. And that, as you just said, perfect time for lower highs. If that aligns with obviously Bitcoin getting to the high 70s, low 80s, rejection from there. Oh boy, people aren't ready for a retest of 59K. Obviously, we might not get a retest of 59K. We might set a higher low, and I don't know, maybe we pump from there. But it's very bearish on a high time frame sense still if we start to reject from there. So I would actually love to see the fear and greed index pump a little bit.
Yeah, same here. It would just mean no one's learned their lesson just yet, or enough people, not maybe learnt your lesson, but enough people haven't accepted the fact of what it is, if it is that. If we went neutral or even into greed, if we got into the high 70s and started going to greed, I'll be like, wow, time to short. But yeah, dude, extreme fear for a long time. Makes sense, though. Makes sense. It's been pretty uncomfortable. I feel it.
And that's why I was happy to buy in the 60K region, Craig. We held there for a long period of time. We were down in extreme fear. A lot of people were not talking about crypto. YouTube video views are down. Live stream. I mean, we're up at 26 today across our live streams. I mean, across platforms, not on X. Like that's up 2x as of like 2 shows ago. So again, people love when price pumps. Don't forget, guys, the best time to buy is when price isn't pumping. Okay, like as always, not financial advice, but I'm just telling you. Okay, you're doing the wrong time. We're doing it the wrong time.
Yeah.
So
actually, my YouTube viewers are up 2x on this pump.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, come
Crazy,
and watch us. Come and watch us every day. Not just when the market pumps, because we're presenting you with opportunities, analysis, education, facts every day.
Join me at 59,000, guys. You're going to love it down there.
We were live when Bitcoin hit 59K live on the show, Craig, and we spoke about it during that period of time. All right, we're going to move to AI shortly, but Craig, I want you to talk on this. We are still battling the 0.5 here on a daily closure for Testicle, arguably one of the strongest meme coins coming out of the past sort of month or two. You're in a position here. We've got a friend joining us, hopefully on the show, who's a big Farcoin bull, big Testicle bull. Has made a lot of money in liquidity pools. Hopefully, Busy will be joining us this week on the show to talk everything about it.
Tomorrow, I'm trying to get more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully be on tomorrow, because that'll be a really good chat around the probably the mimetic, but also the more risky side of the market. But not even that risky. Like, if you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of money with the fees, with the liquidity pools, and just withholding if you know if you have motion. And him and Dip Wheeler are very much some of the strongest people with motion across these assets. But Craig, talk to me. Testicle is up 13.22. I know a lot of people who we spoke about this yesterday on the show. Maybe you haven't heard about this. It's a weird term, I know, to be talking about on a stream and to be talking about on a podcast, but it's a strong meme coin, and the meme coin is funny. Okay, it's not just what you think it would probably be. It's actually a funny little stickman dude. Okay, so I'd highly recommend you go check it out. But yeah, Craig, I love to see this. Volume has picked up the last 2 days as well, which is really good to see. Volume at 1 million, which is pretty good considering we have been in a bear market. I was in Testicle. Alex is asking. I was in Testicle, but I took a basically break-even stop loss, and then I forgot to have a look at it during March. Again, I wasn't really in a buying mood personally.
I don't blame you.
And yeah, but a really nice rally. I mean, it's up 6x off the lows over the past month. We'll say month.
Yeah, look, the way I got in about the same time as you. I think we got in about between 17 and 23 mil, and then it's pretty aggressively dumped from there, unfortunately. And then I DCA'd down. I didn't actually DCA all the way to the bottom, unfortunately. I DCA'd till maybe about 10 mil, 9 mil. And then I sort of went, okay, no more. I can't handle any more. I was like, you guys just dump. I sorted about 3 mil, and I won't say I almost sold there, but I looked at my bag and I went, nah, I'm not selling there. That's disgusting. And luckily it pumped. As you see on the fib levels, guys, it just slowly conquered the 886, then into the 786. The pump of the 786 and the 886 was pretty outrageous. Then we had a few attacks at the 0.50, and we actually just broke below. I actually just sold some above. So we almost hit 14 mil. I sold a little bit of my bag there in case we break below the 50% level again, which we are starting to now. That was my worry. If we break back down and go back down to the 618, which is about 9.9 milli, I will put back in what I just sold and swing trade it and just grow my bag, because I still think this goes higher, but it might take time. It's going to take time, and it also somewhat dependent on how other things go. So it kind of bucked the trend against Bitcoin a little bit, but if Bitcoin's, hits 74 and then dumps to 60, then this is probably going to pull back as well. So I just wanted to make sure. The one thing I've learned with meme coins is there's other factors involved with them. Also, Solana's dumped heaps since I've been in this as well. So it's kind of like
that's the thing that a lot of people don't remember, Craig.
Even though if I get a gain on this, I'm down on Sol. So it's a bit of a shitty situation when Sol's dumping aggressively. Sol just sucks at the moment, man.
It does, yeah.
Mystical's doing well. Sol sucks. So I'm just trying to get out. Eventually I want to get out of this bad boy, but I've got a decent sized bag, and I still think this could attack the prior all-time high. Community's active. You've got some pretty big whales in there. The chart looks great. There's very few meme coins that do this. So I think if we get a good buy opportunity might be somewhere between 8 and 9 million, depending on how aggressively we pull back. But I just sold a tiny bit there at about 14 mil, and now we've broken below the 50% level. So now I'm like, okay, well done, Craig. If I hadn't done that, the reason why I did that is I'd be pissed off at myself as a trader if I didn't. Much as you love a coin, we're all here to make money. So that's my little blurb on Testicle. Hopefully it goes much higher. I'm up about I'm up 30% on it, so I'm not up anything near.
Yeah, not substantial. Yeah.
Nah, but on a meme coin, 30%'s like,
In a bear market, mind you.
yeah, I'll take it, but 30% in a meme coin's nothing to write home about, is it? You want a 5x before you start bragging. So I'm like, come on, baby, send. But yeah, that's sort of testicle. Hopefully we go higher, lads.
Yeah. Bitcoin holding 72K here live on the show. ETH back nearly at 2,250. Solana now back towards $86. The rest of the market still very much trying to hold on to this relief rally that we're seeing. We've got a daily close in 15 minutes time, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, now we're going to pivot. Okay, big pivot to AI. Okay, basically overnight, Anthropic continues to drop absolute heaters. Okay, absolute heaters. So basically, we're going to talk about the cybersecurity that Claude Mythos, which is basically a version of Claude that they don't even want to release because it's so scarily good. Okay, and by good I mean it can hack, but it can also audit software, tech, cybersecurity that companies that are global companies have been using for a long period of time, and tell you, wait a minute, there's a flaw here in your code, or there's a flaw here in the security, which is pretty nuts to think about. So Claude Mythos is likely going to be launching probably sooner rather than later. But basically, the key takeaways here is next generation of model cybersecurity capabilities will be in alignment with AI. Basically, the big takeaway was many of them are 10 to 20 years old, but the oldest we have found so far is a now patched. So it is now patched, okay? But they had to patch it based on what Claude Mythos had found. A 27-year-old bug, Craig. 27. That's nearly my whole lifetime. 27-year-old bug in OpenBSD, an operating system known primarily for its security. The exploit is constructed not like, again, I'm not going to dive into the tech, but Opus 4.6 is currently far better at identifying and fixing vulnerabilities than exploiting them. That's a key line I thought I'd take away from this. But really, just to put it in a summary, okay, they found a 27-year-old vulnerability in OpenBSD, which has a again, apologies, guys, 5 hours sleep, which has a reputation as one of the most security-hardened operating systems in the world and used to run firewalls and other critical infrastructure. The vulnerability allowed an attacker to remotely crash any machine running the operating system by just connecting to it. Claude Mythos also discovered a 16-year-old vulnerability in FFmpeg, which is used by innumerable pieces of software to encode and decode video. And lastly, as well, the model autonomously found and chained together several vulnerabilities in the Linux kernel, the software that runs most of the world's servers, to allow an attacker to escalate from ordinary user access to complete control of the machine. AI disruption is happening in real time, Craig. Scary, exciting. What's your takeaway when you read about tech that's been used for decades basically being wrong because AI found flaws in it?
Well, I remember watching Hackers when I was a young lad with Angelina Jolie in it, man, when she was about 18. And I always wanted to be a hacker. So maybe it's my time to become a black hat, guys, and become a dirty hacker and use this to do some hacking. No, what I really think about it, I mean, if used for good, it's phenomenal, isn't it? Like the fact they've been able to go and find vulnerabilities before these are found by nefarious actors is I think, on a more serious note, really cool. Because this is able to protect normal people like you and me. So, no, really good. Also shows you on the other side of the coin, now that this tech's coming along, people will be able to use it to find exploits very quickly. Because I'm guessing now they can just scan a wide array of software. I guess AI just allows bad people to do bad things on a bigger scale quickly. The opposite to what it allows us to do for good things. So, gee whiz, man. There's going to be some amazing things come out of this, and there's going to be some real pain that comes out of this, because as fast as you see people patch things, there are going to be people licking their lips going, oh boy, I might be able to find some exploits here. So be really interesting, to see how this unfolds. Excuse me. I just hope that the developers of all these things just get moving ASAP to get this fixed up, because otherwise we're going to see some pretty bad exploits come out. But pretty gnarly, dude. Pretty gnarly. They found them, fixed them, and I guess wrote about them afterwards once they were patched by the looks of them. So, what I mean, just amazing, isn't it? It's hard to even know what say about it. I'm just like blown away. It's like watching a movie for the first time going, shit.
It's just like, this is stuff you used to dream about. Like, not even dream, but like you used to think is fantasy, and it's happening in real time, like in proper real time.
Every day you and me come on and it's like there's a new thing that's so big we can't even talk about crypto. Like,
and I think that's the exciting part, that the world is moving in a way that's if you're not staying up to date, you're going to be left behind. It's the same consensus as always. If you faded tech, if you faded crypto, if you fade AI, it's the same narrative that so many people, they get scared of change, Craig. They get scared of change. And I acknowledge that. But I think I'm so lucky that I'm a risk taker, or like not even a risk taker. I have the willingness to learn new things, and I'm hungry to learn new things. I'm hungry to stay up to date with the tech. And I feel like that's the main consensus of the 0.0001% of us who are on CT. But I mean, CT's even, dude, that algo's horrendous at the moment. But anyways, moving on. A quick brief touch on NFT updates. We spoke about this yesterday, but Pudgy Penguin's nearing 10K for the first time in a while. But again, the important reminder is here is ETH hasn't, the ETH value of the NFTs hasn't changed. Okay, it's still at 4.25. But ETH in USD has gone up. That's why you need to be trading NFTs in USD. Okay, none of this ETH rubbish. Okay, but love to see it. Bored Ape Yacht Club also up to 14.4K. They're back at 6.4 ETH, Craig. So NFT receiving a bit of a love over the past few days. Love to see that. Love to see that.
Yeah, dude. I've been looking at mutants. I put a post up about it. We spoke about it yesterday on stream, so this is no news to people who were tuning in yesterday. I'm still looking at the floor. I'm tempted, man, but I wanted to see a little bit of a pullback. It did pull back. I think they were 2.3 and now they're 2.1. Mutants in particular, because I'm not going to go an ape. It's just too much for my pocket on top of having a Pudgy. I did consider yesterday selling that Pudgy and buying a few mutants, bros. Selling my big Pudgy, get 9K for it. Maybe buy 2-3 mutants for 6, pocket 3K.
What about a V1?
Yeah, could do that too. Could get both. Why not both?
You could get both and still have cash on the site.
Is that a better trade? Like,
dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know at this stage.
I don't know
me. You know me. I'm usually pretty plugged in and up to date, but this is a weird one for me at the moment. NFTs right now, I don't know. I don't know how to treat them. I don't know.
Personally, I think I'm safer just to sit tight, because I think with mutants and apes pumping based on the news they just had, it would possibly be silly to sell one that's on its way down, being the big Pudgy, to chase something that's up by 30% in a week. That typically is not a great move, but sometimes in NFTs, narrative can carry them for quite some time, as we've seen with normies, because normies at $200, I said the same thing and they went to 400. I said the same thing at 300. And I was like, no, they can't possibly keep going. They are pulling back now, though, by the way. Now they're back below 400. But yeah, you just got to be careful. These move up quick, but they can move down fast. So,
it's probably not the right time to buy. I think you want to be similar to when it's the same consensus with any crypto token. You want to be buying it when no one's talking about it. You want to be buying it when it's boredom, when price is just going sideways, doing nothing. Okay, not today after a big pump. You probably want to be looking to buy. I mean, like V1 punks are already up like $700.
I saw that, bro. They were $3,000 when we looked the other day, and they almost $4,000.
Yeah, they went lower actually. They went to like 2.8. I saw some recent sales for 2.8. So yeah, back here 2.8, 2.8. That was only 3 days ago, Craig. I mean, these are probably bids as well. So maybe throw in a bid out at 2.7, 2.8, and you're happy to walk away with a potential. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's I don't know. The Pudgy Penguin is such a tough trade. It's such a tough trade right now. Eli put a post up yesterday saying, "Why do so many Pudgy Penguins not use abstract?"
Oh man!
And the amount of people that commented and gave like hardcore facts, and he just continues to defend it. I was like, dude, you need to. I hope it works out for him. I don't think it will, but I hope it works out for him.
The big fella just put out a tweet before saying Bitcoin will never go. I mean, he's trolling. Will never go below 70K again. I'd love to take a wager with him on that.
I mean, look, you're struggling for content. That's the sort of content.
It's like, right.
I'm gonna be real. I like him. He's a good dude, but
I might put we'll never see above 75K again.
Yeah.
Like, we're definitely seeing lower than 70K again, guys and girls. I would bet a lot of money on that. Please, someone bet me on that. Like,
yeah, let's get a market going. Yeah, not much else outside that, Craig. Any other news you want to talk about? Well, it's been a really quick, sharp show, 50 minutes of just good content, up-to-date takes. News, obviously, was that we had a ceasefire. We obviously saw the market react really strongly across stocks, across gold, across silver. They're also up. We also saw the S&P 500 up. Volatility in the stock index is up for the first time what's that? Oh no, it's been up quite considerably for a while here. So volatility on the VIX is actually quite high, considering where we've been. But I mean, that shows you, okay, this is something to be aware of. Like, when you have geopolitical war, you're going to see a pump in volatility, which means that, yeah, the market's really unsure kind of what's going to happen next. But I mean, I spoke about this with GTG, but I'll give you a little bit of insight into this. I think I talked about this in a YouTube video too, but BTC versus golds in a really interesting area, Craig. BTC versus the S&P 500 is also in a very interesting area. So, yeah, I think we could rally here. I do think that we could rally back towards 2.29 trillion, which would be kind of 80K. It just depends, man. If we don't really see a strong reaction here, it just shows you how bearish you probably need to still be. Like, if Bitcoin can't get above these highs, all right? Basically, here, I'll give it to you real. If Bitcoin can't get above this range high at 74K, which is your March highs from 2024, which we have shown rejection from recently. So we're respecting the hell out of this level. We had distribution, we're rejecting from it. So Bitcoin can't show strength above this. And strength means 12-hour close, daily close, 3-day close, 5-day close, weekly close above that level, then yeah, it's not good, bro. It's just another move up here, sweep of liquidity, and trade back towards probably lower. So I mean, if you get acceptance above this, then yeah, we rally towards 80K. Very much so. There's a huge gap here in liquidity. I mean, if you have a look at volume profiles as well, your volume profile is up towards here at 87K. So, I mean, 86K. So, I mean, there's a chance that we could rally really nicely. We just have to wait and see what price action gives us over the next few days.
I'm thinking the same as you. I think if we fail to break above, say, 74 here, then I think I'm going to get another crack at 60K.
Yeah.
If we break above 74, I mean, that might still be true even if we hit 84, though, in saying that. Like, we could still hit 84 and come all the way back down to 60, but just probability-wise, it just shows that that bottom you bought originally at 59 was more of a bottom than I thought.
Yeah.
So
this is why you have limit orders,
bro. This is such an interesting time. The unfortunate thing about it, though, is that we've got external factors playing out here. So it's not, I don't want to say it's inorganic price action, but it kind of is. It's kind of like, and eventually I do worry that if you zoom out years later, you won't really tell where the war was, because it's going to be that insignificant, really. It's just going to be a little bit, and you're going to, like, if aliens landed and they go point the war out and you go there, they'll go, oh, is that all you got? So I'm just trying to, I guess, stay calm on this price pump. And that's probably, I think, the lesson to take away when you're a trader. When price dumps, try and stay calm. When you get these pumps, stay calm and make a plan. Like I said, if you're stuck in the mud and you've got some bags you've been dying to get out of, e.g., I've got some Pingu bags. When I was cleaning up my Magic Eden wallets, I found a bit of leftover Pingu. I'm seeing Pingu's up 10%, Greeny. I'm thinking,
dump that shit, Craig.
Dump that shit, man. And Luca, you are directly responsible for me dumping this because you have not spoken about things for too long. So I
mean, like, yeah, it's same again. If it can't get acceptance above 0.0078, this is just another range bound trade. This is range. So, dude, it's hard, man. I mean, if you have a long enough time horizon, I think these levels of price value, discount, premium. But that's not. We're a bit more on the active side of trading, right? And market participation. And
I could sell my Pingu and buy a mutant, Greeny, and be part of the club, man. I want to be part of the club. Do you know what? Also, part of me.
This is interesting. This is an interesting shift in you.
Well, I feel, it is an interesting shift. I think maybe I need to move to Miami once Eli leaves, because I think he's moving to New York. Something like that. No, I'm joking. I don't know, man. I think I'm just bored, so I probably shouldn't spend money when
boredom makes bad decisions. I'm learning how to trade, mate. Interestingly, ICT, I don't know, bro. I think open your horizon, not just him, not
just ICT. No, I will open my horizon. I'm just halfway through, so I just don't want to move away from learning his stuff while I'm halfway through a training module.
Yeah.
But I will get onto that if not today. I've got to go see my amp back today. The company got back to me and said they'll replace it. So my sound will be coming into you pretty good. I've got to send that off to Sydney, I think. No, New South Wales. Yeah, Sydney. So
we're going to finally have you back on the mic?
I'm going to have the mic going. I've got the stand. I've got everything ready to go. I just need that amp to be fixed. So you should hear me crystal clear in the next few days if they get the act together. If they reply and say they'll refund it, I can get onto it even quicker. I'll just buy a new one. So I'll get onto that today. Other than that, I'm probably not buying a mutant because I think I'm buying into FOMO. And I don't want to buy on a 30% pump. Mog, woohoo, let's go. Are we back, Greenies? Mog back.
I mean, Mog is pumping.
Don't zoom out. God, don't zoom out.
See, this is, don't zoom out. This is the thing, Craig. We've swept lows here. So, like, we have fuel to go higher across the board. It's just when you start to zoom out, where is my, I don't know, where am I heading here, on shit like that. But I mean, I'm in Doge, so send Doge higher, please. Send it higher, send it higher. I mean, yeah, we just got a daily close. So daily close is 71.9. So that's really good daily close. And we've got room here higher on the daily as well. So yeah, interesting times, man. Interesting times. CPI. I think the big news catalyst this week, like we touched on earlier in the show, is that CPI event. Okay, what actually happens, or not even what happens, where does it come in? And then what's the reaction of the Fed? Or what do they say in their speech? Okay, because that's the FOMC. That's the real catalyst.
My worry would be it's going to squash this pump.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it will. That's my worry because it looks like it's going to come in pretty shite.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they say, but the numbers look bad.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh man, I don't know. I'm just, it's a good time to actually be sidelined and observe, I suppose, in some ways. And I never like to trade those days where that happens either. But I'm a casual observer. Yeah. And we could easily see this pump get absolutely destroyed by some bad news there. When was that? Friday. So
I think it's Friday our time. Yeah, so Friday.
Okay, so hold tight for that one, guys. Hey, I might be wrong. Might not squash price down. The problem, the thing is with Trump in there, dude. It just takes a tweet from the big fella to squash this pump for him to go, Iran, actually, I've changed my mind. I'm not saying he will. It just makes trading a bit trickier with someone who's got a bit of a hot head in there. Because Biden never said anything. That was a good thing about him. He was so cheery. He could hardly walk on the sand to the beach. So I don't even think he knew how to use his thumbs to tweet. So it was quite good in that way. Whereas Trump's pretty good on. I don't know if you want to say good.
No, that's a tough word to throw out there.
Yeah. Funny in some ways, but maybe not so funny for the people who are in Iran. So maybe I'll take that back. But enough about politics. I don't like to get too into it. It's such a yuck. Can we just go back to politicians being normal people that are good for civilization? Is that too much to ask, Greenie?
It is too much to ask.
Can we just get to normal people in politics that care about people and kids and stuff and not just war? That'd be great. I'm pretty old now. I'm getting tired of it, man. It's been a long time.
Very fair. Very
fair.
Pump
my bags. Someone pump my bags.
All right, guys, last plug of the show. BTCC, proud partner of the show with Market Mates, guys. Sign up down below. If you do $1 million of trading volume in the next sort of couple of weeks, hit me up on Instagram or on Twitter. Greenie Trades is my username. Show me your UID. Show me, and we'll check that you've done $1 million of trading volume. And once you've ticked that off on BTCC, guys, no KYC, no VPN, then basically we'll give you a free month inside GTG. So amazing deal. Check it out down below. The link is in the description. Massive shout out to them for partnering with us. Thanks for the hey man, Craig. Isn't it wild? We've had multiple follows on Kick today as well. As soon as the market pumps, we've had 2 follows today on Kick, which is crazy. Like, hey, we haven't had followers in weeks, and as soon as the market pumps, people are interested in crypto again. Isn't that just funny? Guys, literally do the opposite. It'll be the same theme we keep banging on about again. When we're euphoric in about 18 months' time, Craig, we'll be saying, hey, were you on the stream on the 8th of April in 2026 when you said, come during fear, come not when the market is pumping? Think about positioning then. Think about positions during those periods of time. Then start to scale out using the new entrants when price is euphoric as exit liquidity. That's the game, man. That is the game.
Yep, rinse, repeat, just like last time. So it makes me think what happened last time is probably going to happen this time again, because I notice people's trading patterns are not changing. So it actually makes me bullish the way humans operate. People don't tend to change the way they do things. So it probably means we've got a bear market, and then we're going to have a great bull market again. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you back at all-time high.
Yeah, sounds good. As always, massive shout out to everyone who engaged with us in the chat. We'll see you guys again live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard or 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Great to see an engagement up today. And hey, good to see the market. Let's see. Good luck to Alex with his shorty. He's in a bit of profit at the moment. Want to see this daily FVG. Let's see what happens here. Is it going to reject from here? Is it going to bounce off the top of support? This range high and bounce to support and push towards that 74K? Or are you going to be in profit here, Alex? Good luck to your short on Bitcoin. I wish you all the best of luck. Craig, mate, have a lovely, what day is it? Wednesday? Have a lovely Wednesday. And yeah, we'll see